product and opportunity and timing that we have, you're going to be equally as excited as we are. So let's get started here. People are going to be chiming in as we move forward. All right, so let's talk a little bit about where we came from and where we're going and who we've partnered with. So we were started by quite accident. We looked at another company, and we ended up, because of a few things we won't get into here, we ended up starting Xcelerate in April of 2022. So a very, very new company. We just launched and started sending out product in June. So again, less than 4 months old. We are a debt-free company. We've been profitable since day one, which is really exciting. And I say that not because it's to brag or anything like that, but it really does you should take that into account when looking at a company because of longevity and stability. The foundation of a company is really where it starts. Is super, super important. A lot of companies start with investors and they start with debt and a lot of overhead. And, back in the day, they used to come out of the bar blazing with 50,000 square foot homes, the BMWs for all the executives, and just spending all of this money before they made any. And most of those companies, if not all of them, don't exist today. In fact, if you look at our industry as a whole, there are very few companies that are over 10 years old that still exist. You can probably count them on your hands and toes out of the thousands of companies that have come through the door here. So we are debt-free, we are profitable. We believe in people over profits, and that's probably the number one reason why we even decided to start our company, was that we did believe in a fair playing field for everyone. They had the equal opportunity to be successful, and that's what we have here with Xcelerate. Between our product line, the company, and the opportunity, which you're going to see here soon, it is an even playing field. And no matter what your experience level is, whether you're brand new, this is your first experience in the industry, or you're a seasoned veteran, you still have the equal opportunity because of what we've put in place. Having that, we knew that we needed strategic partnerships. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes partnerships, strategic partnerships, to build an empire like this. And so the first company that we talked to is actually April 23rd in 2022, a few months ago. We spoke with Rensley, and we reached out to them about a patent that we found doing some research. And maybe an hour and a half later, we get a phone call from the owner of Rensley. And over the course of the next couple of months, we worked out an arrangement where we'll talk a lot about that here in this presentation, where we have rights to use their product. We're talking everything from NASA and rocket chemistry to a PhD in chemistry and science, literally a rocket scientist that created this formula, and we're really, really excited about it. But having a great product like that doesn't mean anything if we can't get it to the people that need it and want it. And so we hooked up with Landmark Global. They are a powerhouse in the shipping industry. They do over 1 million packages a day through their 35 plus warehouses around the world, 36,000 employees. One of the key things that we were looking at when we formed partnerships was, are we going to grow out of them, or are we going to grow into them? Right? I know a lot of companies, they'll end up with software, they'll end up with logistics partners or commission payout partners, and they end up having to switch mid swing because they're outgrowing them. They're growing faster than their vendors. Well, that's not going to happen with our relationships, because these guys, as you can see, 1 million packages a day going through Landmark. Rensley can do now almost 200,000 plus tabs in a single day. So we're not going to outgrow the strategic partnerships that we have formed, which is pretty exciting when you're looking at longevity and stability of a company. So this is our flagship product. We announced a few more products coming out here. We're not going to go over those today, but this is our flagship product. It is 6 tabs per pack. This is the Xcelerate Fuel Tabs. Each one of these 6 tabs treats up to 20 gallons, 75 liters of fuel. So each pack, 6 times 20, is 120 gallons of fuel treated. These tabs are 100% biodegradable. They dissolve completely 100% in your fuel. They're safe for diesel, gas, and I have plus 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 here because literally they're good for any type of hydrocarbon fuel. So any type of combustion engine that uses hydrocarbon fuels, these tabs have been tested on. So we're talking about propane, biodiesel, kerosene, home heating oil, diesel, gas, etc. Any type of hydrocarbon fuel, this product works on. Increases power, cleans engines, lowers emissions, increases fuel efficiency, and we'll talk about that in depth as we move forward. This is proprietary, this formula. It have patented ingredients, and one of the most important things I think we have that no one else has is that 35 years of research and development went into this tab. All the other tabs, whether purple, green, or in between, all of them started with Rensley's formula. So whether they took it from an old patent of Rensley's, their formula, or they used to work for Rensley, or Rensley used to make their products. If you see a fuel tab out there today, it has origins with our manufacturer and partner, Rensley. So we're excited about that. This is the only product that has this amount of research, and we'll go into the pedigree here a little bit. Maybe if I can get to the next slide. There we go. So started back in the 80s, the early and mid 80s, where Dr. Wesley Parrish, who is a literal rocket scientist, a PhD chemist, worked with burn rate modulators for the Hercules rocket program out in the deserts in Utah. Later on, a few years later, he started a company called Parrish Chemical, and they actually manufactured solid rocket fuel for NASA. And so that says a lot about what NASA and other rocket scientists thought about Dr. Parrish and his abilities. They actually contracted with him to create and formulate and manufacture the rocket fuel for NASA. And that was in the 80s and going forth into the 90s, and he did that for many, many years. He started on the consumer level, testing smaller batches of the products in consumer vehicles like giant generators and transportation companies and municipalities and bus depots and big earth movers and sand pits. And then he moved into consumer level vehicles like the ones that we drive, and trucks and tractor trailers. And in 2006, they filed a patent. 2011, the application was accepted, and they had a worldwide patent for the formula that we're talking about here today. And in 2022, we're very, very lucky to be associated with Rensley, and we can offer this product to you. Millions of vehicles have used this formula, literally millions of customers, billions of gallons treated. There's not a fuel catalyst out there that can compete even a fraction of these numbers. Every other tab that you see on the market right now, they were all invented and started in 2022. We're the only tab that has any type of genealogy, any type of lab reports where it shows our tab actually removing gums from the fuel and removing carbon deposits from the inside of engines. 80% emissions, literally hundreds of vehicles going through state emissions tests where it showed a decrease in emissions. So we have the original, the real deal. This product has been on the market for a long, long time in a powder form or a tab form for decades. So we know what it does, and we're really excited to be able to be a part of that. If you want to really see, instead of me yapping and you happen to listen to me, if you want to see some of the testimonials that we have, these are not, we don't put these testimonials in as a company. These are voluntary testimonials that distributors and customers put on our public website for testimonials. So if you go to facebook.com/groups/grab the tab, you can see literally dozens of reviews about all types of things that this tab can do by just adding it to your fuel system. It's very, very simple to do. You just take a tab. It's sectioned into 4 little cross sections. You can see each of those sections, if you broke it apart, They treat 5 gallons of fuel. We'll talk a little bit about that. I mean, all you do is pop it into your tank, fill up your tank, and it dissolves completely, and it literally becomes fuel again. It's not just about fuel economy. Our customers have talked about lower emissions. They've talked about smoother drive. We just had a couple testimonials in the last couple of days talking about their vehicle hasn't run this good in years. Older trucks that are running much more smooth. They don't have the jitter of that testy idle that they used to have. More power, more torque. This is an everyday testimonial that we hear, and less maintenance, less wear, and cleaner oil. See, what this product does, it's something that none of these other products really do, is that they actually not just create better fuel economy or lower the emissions, but they also lower the rate of which your engine breaks down. And it actually keeps your oil cleaner longer because there are less carbon buildup within the engine. It doesn't seem like your oil and your engine, being separate compartments, have anything to do with each other, but they absolutely do. And in fact, if you're using any type of liquid type of product in your gas tank that cleans your engine, boost octane, any of those types of products, they actually have amine compounds or detergents in there that wash the carbon. And not that they're not effective, but where does that go? Well, it goes into your oil and actually degrades the oil quality, the viscosity of the oil, the lubricity of the oil. And so if you look at the bottles, it'll say, whenever you use the product, make sure you change your oil on regular intervals. Where the opposite happens with this product is when you take this product and put it into your fuel, it actually increases the length of time that your oil is stable. So the viscosity lasts longer. The lubricity, how lubricating it is, lasts longer. And what that means, what's oil even for? Well, it's to maintain in the wear and tear in your engine. Not only good for cars, as we're talking about, these are good for any type of hydrocarbon fuel, from lawnmowers to chainsaws, any type of lawn equipment, to weed whackers, anything you can think of. 5-gallon pail of fuel that you have sitting in your garage, like I do, you just pop one section of a tab in, put it into the fuel, and it stabilizes the fuel. It keeps it stable. You'll be able to store it for a longer period of time. If you were a snowbird, for example, like we were down here in Florida, you're able to put that in maybe your golf cart or your vehicle that stays down here, and you're able to keep the fuel in it without having to drain everything out, because it's able to stabilize the fuel longer. It's good for big trucks, it's good for generators, it's good for the marine field and with boats, it's good for motorcycles and mopeds and everything literally with a hydrocarbon engine. And anything that burns fuel, this product will work in. And look at the timing. You know, fuel prices are so high. Everyone is talking about it. I mean, besides the election coming up and the Queen passing away, you know, fuel is right up there with, at least here in the USA, is right up on the top 2 or 3 things that people are talking about. So the timing is absolutely perfect. So again, we are EPA registered. We have patents in the USA, worldwide patent that covers 184 countries, including China. Again, formulated by a PhD chemist and rocket scientist. Every other tab out there was not. They absolutely have no background in chemistry whatsoever, and they're all manufactured, basically, at least 3 of them, by the exact same guy in the same factory in Utah. Patented worldwide, 4 billion gallons of fuel have been treated, millions of cars, and over 35 years of research. And guys, this has been tested in huge vehicles like Walmart transportation vehicles. They did a test a number of years ago where they increased mileage by 1%. Doesn't seem like a lot, but if you add that up, 1% times their fleet, that's millions of dollars in potential savings. Police departments, fire departments have used this product with great results. They have treated everything from a 5-gallon motorcycle tank or 2.5-gallon motorcycle moped tank all the way to 1,500-gallon in-ground storage tanks with this formula. So it is good for everything. It is effective. People are seeing results. People are excited about it, and they're purchasing the product over and over and over again. One of the things that makes a good opportunity is the fact that the product itself has legs. One thing I like to say about this product is, with or without the fuel crisis, this product still will be effective. And the reason we know this is because before we even got involved, before the gas prices were high, since the 90s, whether the gas prices were up and gas prices were down, this product has been sold all over the world and been effective in vehicles. Companies use it today in large batches. So we know it is effective. It doesn't matter if the prices are up or down. This is a product that is effective and has legs. And so if the product doesn't have legs, we have no business marketing it, and it's not going to be a very good business opportunity for very long. Let's get to the next slide here if I can. Little technical difficulties with my fingers. There we go. So let's talk a little bit about the business opportunity. So we have a great flagship product. Again, I told you we're coming out with several other products, automotive related, that we'll talk about probably next week. We talked about it last week a little bit. We have more information about it that we'll add into slides. But this product, as I said, is a great opportunity, not only because of the timing and the fuel prices, but because it's effective. And one thing about this product is that you don't have to go and convince somebody to use it, right? You ask somebody, hey, do you want to save money on fuel? It's not a conversation about taking vitamins in your body or trying to educate, and nothing wrong with nutritionals and glutathione and the green juices and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, but that is an educational process. And it's been an issue for a lot of people to start conversations about health and putting things into your body. But standing next to somebody in line anywhere, hey, how about those gas prices? You know, it's the easiest conversation anyone could possibly have right now, because everyone's driving a vehicle. Everyone needs this product. Not only do they need it, but more importantly, they want it. Everyone wants to save money. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Nobody wants to waste money. And this is what makes this such a great opportunity. So let's talk a little bit about the money. So this is a 3x8 forced matrix, and we're not going to get into every single detail, but there's 5 different ways that you can earn. You can earn through direct retail. You can earn through online retail. We have a fast start bonus, which is based off of the initial order. We have a matrix bonus, which is based off of teams' organizational volume. And we have a mentoring bonus, which is based off of how we mentor and how we nurture other people in our organization. The more money we help someone else make, the more money we make as a mentor and a leader. It's the way it should be. And we reward people for doing that. The first way, direct retail, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. You earn the difference between wholesale and retail when you purchase the multi-packs. And then here's an example here of a 10-pack for $160, brings it down to $16 per pack. Say you retail it. We suggest retailing it for $30, but just an example, 24, that's $8 times 10. You just made $80. You can get all the way up to 100 packs here coming out in the USA, soon to be worldwide. It brings the price even lower per pack if you're looking to retail product. Or you can decide you wanted to online retail, which is basically giving people the link to your website. They go to your website, they purchase a single pack of product, and you earn 35% of every order purchased through your direct retail site. So in this particular scenario, 24, you're going to earn 35% of the CV, which is $7 in commissions. Now, imagine if you did a little bit of retail and you did a little bit of direct marketing. So when you have the opportunity to speak to people about business, hey, how do you feel about gas prices? Talk a little bit about the fuel, ask you what you're putting in your tank, those types of conversations, very easy to have. You can retail product, direct retail. And then if you want to make a little bit more money, you don't want to do belly to belly marketing all the time. You want to do that supplementally. Well, you can do online marketing where you're sending people to the link on your website. And so what would something look like that if you combine the two of them? Well, in this particular scenario, we talked about making $80, right, for the 10 pack. And let's just say we mimic that over here on online retail sales, and you're making $70. So that's $150. Now, say this is month two. And what if you did the exact same thing? Now we're talking about $220, $360, $640. By month five, we're talking about $1,200 in retail sales. That's $30 per day in passive income we created, and we're not even into the residual portion of the compensation plan. Here's another example. Now, one of the parts of this compensation plan is if you meet someone else just like you, just like me, and we don't necessarily just want to use the product, but maybe we want to learn how to get the product for free. Maybe we want to earn enough money to supplement our income. Maybe we want to earn enough money to retire early. Whatever your wants and needs are, you're able to do this by just doing a little bit more. One thing that I love about this industry is that even though we don't know each other on this call right now, we know something about each other, and that is we're all looking for more, right? Whether that's more time freedom or more financial freedom. We all have goals and things that we want to do in life that we aren't doing and that we want to do. And usually money is the obstacle, because money can buy us time. The more money we have, the less we have to trade our time for dollars at work or traditional paycheck. The reality is we don't need a paycheck, right? We need an income, right? We don't need a job, we need an income. And of course, the easiest way is a job, but the reality is that with this type of model, you can create the income that you want just by doing a little bit more. You decide how much money you're worth. You decide how much money you want to make. You decide what type of residual income that you are looking for that is going to help you reach your goals, whether it's retire early, get rid of that second job, bring your kids home from daycare, whatever the do more in your community. I mean, there's so many different things that are unique to every individual that they want, that is important to them. And this is what I love about this compensation plan, without rambling, is that this is where the important money is made. And I'm not talking about the refrigerator sized checks across the stage and that those same 30 people you hear their name every single year about making a gazillion dollars. I'm talking about the real money that makes a difference in our lives, the average person, the normal person's lives, right? Not bringing over huge teams from another company, not having 30 plus years of experience, but the real money where your car payment's taken care of, where you just paid off your house, right? Those types of incomes that change people's lives, I think, are more important and more relatable anyway to those huge, huge amounts of money. Can you make huge amounts of money here? Absolutely. But you also can make the important money quickly following this business model. So let's just say you found a person just like you, okay? And let's just say in order to maximize this compensation plan, you'll need to find 5 people like you, not all at the same time, but over the course of time. Let's say you found 5 people like you. Well, now your 220 just turned to 280. Your 360 to 480, and this is just by leveraging, partnering up with one additional person. Now we're talking about 880. 1200 turns into 1680. Now imagine 480 times 5. Without confusing everyone, you're talking about $3,600 a month by 5 people plus yourself doing exactly what you see on the screen right now. Because leverage works like this with this compensation plan. When you send someone to your retail website, you're going to make 35%, right? We talked about that equal to $7. 10 of them is $70. But what if you found somebody that wants to do the same thing? Guess what? You make 10% of the sales from their online retail. And when they find someone, you make 5% of their sales. So you end up in this particular scenario making 35% on your sales, 10% on their sales, and 5% on their sales. Why do we do that? Because we expect and we count on you to help the people that want to lock arms with you to make as much money and to help them reach their goals. And this is what we're paying commissions for, is for sales and for mentoring, right? This is what this is all about, is helping people reach their goals. And this is a big number over at the right, $3,600. I mean, that's almost, if not, a full-time income for a lot of people. That'll at least hurry up your retirement plan if you save just that amount of money and did your regular income producing activity that you did before this. Now let's talk about fast start. So everything we talked about before was initial orders, the first orders. When you find people that want to reorder and they want to build a business, you earn what we call fast start bonuses. And it looks very similar to what we just looked at, 35, 10, and 5. But the numbers will stack up a lot quicker with the fast start bonus. The whole point of the fast start bonus, the whole point of the online retail bonus, is to get you into profit quickly. The same with the direct sales. We make larger packages, lower the price of the per pack, so you can make the money between retail and wholesale. It's very easy to send somebody to an online store. You're going to make 35% of everyone that orders from your online store. It just makes sense. So the fast start bonus is the same thing, very similar, 35, 10, and 5. In this particular case, with the fast start bonus, you can do 3 packs and you can do 10 packs. And soon in most of the markets, you'll be able to do 100 packs as well. So just in this particular scenario, if you look at 5 people that did the 10 packs, you're talking 5 times $56, that's $280. Say the 25 doing 16, that's 400. The 125 at 5%, you're talking $8. There's $1,000. You just made another $1,680 on top of the $3,600 just by introducing people to a product that everyone wants and everyone is already talking about. The matrix bonus, briefly, there's so many parts in between this, guys. I'm going to skip over a lot of it because it's not here as a compensation plan training. It's just to give you an idea without being hypey, without being stretching the truth. This is realistic numbers of what this compensation plan was built to do for the average person. Again, these are not income claims. I'm not saying you're going to make this money. Everyone's abilities and literally it comes down to not even abilities. Everyone's willingness to get out of their comfort zone is different, right? Some people are willing to roll up their sleeves and get a little bit uncomfortable more than other people are. And so they're going to tend to expose their business more, expose more people to their business, and earn more. So it all depends on the effort that you put in. So these are not income claims. But the potential here for residual income is month after month after month as people reorder, as product is moving to the end consumer, as people are getting great results, you start to see residual income. And so with the matrix bonus, you get paid 5% down 8 levels. Now the fast start bonuses that we talked about previously, these are all, with the fast start bonus, we're talking about the personally sponsored lineage. So if I refer you and you refer someone else, that's how fast start works. The matrix works on how the orders are placed, where they fall in your organization. So you're able to earn between 5% on up to 8 levels. So what does that look like? Well, there's potentially 3 orders that could fall in your first level, 9 orders on your second level, 27 on your third, 81, 243, all the way a total of 9,848 potential orders that could fall into your matrix. It is a forced matrix. It's bound by width and by depth. And the potential here We'll just say if everyone is ordering a 3-pack of product, which is, so we'll just say 1 to keep and 2 to retail, you're talking about a potential of $29,544. Now, let's say everyone wanted to do belly-to-belly marketing with direct retail, and they wanted to order 10 packs. Well, now if everyone ordered 160 in this scenario, which is obviously very unlikely, you're at 78,784. But between the 29 and the 78, that's where reality lies. It's somewhere in between that, because we know now from June's orders, July's orders, August orders, now midway or 3/4 of the way through September's orders, we know what the ratio of packs that people are ordering. And it's a combination between the 3 packs and the 10 packs, with the majority, probably 80%, falling with the 3 packs, which makes perfect sense if you look at how everything is structured. But you can earn potentially 5% down 8 levels. And we're not talking about people that you personally, orders that you personally accumulated. We're not talking about people that you've talked to that want to build a business and their orders. We're talking about orders from their people and their customers and their customers and their customers, people you probably never know and will never meet. They may fall into this matrix, and this is where the residual income comes in. Income that comes in month after month after month for something that we did once in the past. So we introduce somebody today, they order next month, they order next month. That's residual income. That's when things get really, really exciting. Mentoring bonus. This is the last and the 5th part of the compensation plan. Again, remember when I talked to you about the mentoring bonus being paid out to people that mentor, that nurture, to help leaders become leaders, right? To help people earn and reach their goals. That's what this mentoring bonus is all about. You're actually going to get 2.5% of all of the qualified volume within your personally referred members matrix. So if I, for example, am making 5% down 8 levels, if you help me learn how to market, if we help me do 3-way calls, if you support me, if you mentor me, you help me reach my goals and make as much money as I possibly want to make, you as a mentor are going to get 2.5% of the volume in my matrix. So it's basically equates to about 50%. So huge money. Imagine making 29,544. Imagine making 5,000, right? Let's dumb it right down to low numbers. Imagine making $5,000 a month, and because you help somebody else make 5,000, you're making another 2,500 on top of that. This isn't magic. This isn't out of reach, out of touch. This is an exaggeration. This isn't hype. This is a reality. This is what can and is possible if you decide that this is something that you want to plant roots, roll up your sleeves, partner with the person that referred you to this webinar. And if that person is not available or is not building a business or is inactive, find a person that introduced them to Xcelerate, and they will help you and mentor you and help you build the towards the goals that you put out for yourself. So that is the presentation. That's a little bit about the company, the product, the opportunity. I appreciate everyone joining us tonight. I hope you're as excited as we are. Again, we're going to be introducing some new products to the product line here in the next couple of weeks. We've got an app coming out that we'll talk about as well. Every Tuesday night, if you're a member, already a member, every Tuesday night we do trainings. We teach you a little bit about social media marketing, a little bit about belly-to-belly marketing. The point being, we teach you how to be a little bit better, how to make a little bit more, how to be a little bit more efficient, maybe introduce you to some tools that maybe you're not used to, where to get things made in the marketing world. We did a great training last Tuesday on some tricks that I use to do my marketing materials and how I leverage my time. But so you're not here alone. You don't have to learn on your own. You don't have your partners. You have company training. Right now, there's 2 other teams doing their trainings and their opportunity calls. So there's lots of support in the organization. So I think that If you decide to roll up your sleeve, you're going to find the partners and the support that you're going to need. So if you are a guest tonight, you haven't decided to join, you haven't tried the product yet, I do suggest reach out to the person that sent you the link to tonight's Zoom. Order a single pack. See how it works for you. Right? We're not asking you to load up on 100 packs of products just to get started. We're not that type of company. We don't front load people. We just want you to try the product because we know you're going to see results. And then if you decide this is something you want to do as a business, we can certainly help you reach your goals as well. So next Tuesday, 9 o'clock, same link here, xizoom.com. You'll be able to get a little bit more training and a little bit more, maybe a golden nugget of information that's helped you have a better week than you had the week before. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate everyone coming on, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday. Take care.